What's up, guys? Welcome back to Episode 2 of the Geekonox podcast with your host, Equinox.
And godly. Alrighty, we have my cousin here, Ty, because he wants to be a part of this. Also, some of the things we're going to be talking about is about him. But let's get into our first little conversation. Alrighty, so last time we talked about Will and Nia and your friendship, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about and why I didn't let you know. So let's hear the details on how you guys got into a fist fight, because I would have never
Well,
seen it coming.
we were we were hanging out. I can't really say the specifics of what we were doing because people might listen to this that I don't want to hear.
Yeah, and you might get fucking incarcerated.
But we were doing some stuff, and I don't know. It seemed like just like a lot of I don't know. It was a lot of tension for some reason. And we started wrestling around, and then like it got serious, and we just started like we literally got into a fight, and like he slapped my friend Braden, and like he just was like, "Fuck it, I don't even like you," and some bullshit like that. And I was like, "All right, whatever, fuck it," and I was just like, "All right," and I grabbed all my stuff, and I literally just like walked out of his house and walked home. And I've only talked to him one time since.
Wow, I wanted that to be more juicy than what it fucking was. Alrighty.
Yeah,
So that's it that happened?
pretty much that's all that happened.
God damn. Alrighty, now let's talk about the Keaton and Ty getting caught. Now Keaton is my other cousin. He was gonna be here, but he has something to do tomorrow. But but it was one day, I mean, like, let's be honest here. I'm gonna talk about the story because they got caught, so it's not like our family doesn't know if one day they were to find this channel. But Tyler, me and Ty were out in the garage. Tyler was smoking,
Okay,
and
hold on. Hold on. No, you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that I was smoking. Okay, because that's fucking bullshit. You were sitting there right next to me.
yo, okay, but me and Ty were in the garage. Tyler was smoking. All right, and then my dumb ass cousin, like this is the stupidest kid. Like, oh my god, like I love him. He's family, but he is dumb sometimes. Like he just ends up being like stupid at some points. But anyway, he decided to go touch and fuck with the guns in the closet. You know, it's a big ass like open closet with giant ass wooden doors that make the loudest creak in a house that is 4 o'clock in the morning, dead ass empty, not a sound. And you have two kids in the garage, and you know we're doing obviously things that our family doesn't want us to do, but you know, we weren't smoking pot, by the way. People want to think that. But apparently my aunt woke up and she comes up the stairs. She opens up that garage door. It says, she looks up and says, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
And I just look at her with the most scared fucking face.
Hold on.
Like
Hold,
imagine you're about to hit a deer, all right, and it just looks up from like, crossing the street.
At the deer
That
in the
was that was
headlights.
me. Yes, that was definitely
no
me.
man, no man. I gotta say, it was more like a raccoon digging in a trash can, and someone shines like a fucking flashlight on him. Like your eyes just glue, and it looked like your face literally looked like you smelled the most potent fart in your life. Like someone just ripped SBD like
Oh
mad hard.
shit.
Like you're in the middle of class and like some fat guy next to you just rips the nastiest, wettest SBD you've ever like. Obviously, you wouldn't hear it, but that shit was like it was like you smelled sulfur, like just rotten eggs
I
and
don't.
shit. But
It was
no,
just so. It was just so like I don't know.
yeah, but
I
it
was
was
not. I was like, I seen. Okay, so let me explain this from my perspective. I was. We were just standing there smoking in the garage. There's a door that leads out into the garage, and I seen a foot. Like I heard a noise, and I seen a foot, and like the last person I expected to see foot was my aunt's. I thought it was gonna be Keaton coming out to the garage to see what we were doing, but no, it was definitely not Keaton. I fucking shit my pants like first when I seen her. Her face was like.
Bro, it was pure Satan. She was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And like started yelling at us and all that, and then told us why she woke up. And Keaton was like, "It didn't make a sound," and then she was like, "Bullshit."
Yeah.
Um, like she made it sound like damn near all those guns just fell off the top shelf, and like one of them shot
Yeah.
off and like broke the fucking window next to it. But
Keaton also told us from his perspective that he was just fucking sitting in there laughing.
but
Oh.
she tells us, she's pissed off. She's rioting. She's going walking back around the house. While we're all in Ty's room, like Ty has a bed, and then underneath is another pull-up bed, and then we had a cot, like an army cot. So we're all sitting there laying down, because it turned into like we're 8-year-olds and we just broke something, so our parents are making us go to bed. So,
Yeah.
she's all yelling at us, and like we're all like, we've never seen her this mad, so we're like, oh, hell yeah, we're gonna go to bed, fuck this. And we're laying down, and I just bust out into a hysterical laugh, and Tyler's like whispering to me, he's like, shut the fuck up. He's like, I will smother you.
It was funny as fuck.
And
It
like,
was
I just couldn't quit laughing, and all I heard was her scream, like, she screamed something, and I instantly stopped and then started snickering.
like Niall is the worst person to be in those type of situations.
Bro, I'm dead ass serious. Like, if there was a murderer in a house and we had to hide in a closet, I would probably end up, like, farting or, like, doing something that would, like, get us killed. But,
That's, that's great.
yeah, do you have anything else to put on that story, Tyler?
I don't know. Just the face that when she first came out and seen us, it was like the most scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was fucking terrifying. But I think the better part is I didn't get caught, and the next morning
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
was
Well,
like she was like, "Yeah, I caught Tyler smoking." And then your mom,
How did you not get caught?
because I
okay.
didn't
Well,
have it.
because there's a okay. So I was the one holding the cigarette, and Niall's standing off to the side, like there's like a little
The
corner,
door
and he's
open
just
and
standing
homie
there.
do off into the bushes again.
Yeah, he was straight gone, dude.
My signature fucking play. Holy
Oh
shit.
shit.
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, the next morning though, my aunt and Tyler's mom were talking, and she's like, "Yeah, I caught him smoking or whatever." But Ty's been caught smoking before, so nothing happens. His mom just like yells at him or whatever. She didn't even yell at him. She's just like, "Really, Ty?" And she looks over at me, and I have like a cracked smile. She's like, "Well, he wasn't the only one, apparently." And I was like, "Nah, what are you talking about?" She's like, "Alrighty."
Yeah,
Oh,
I was just really pissed because everybody thought he was innocent.
yeah, I know. And then tell me why this nigga, well, not this nigga, it was mostly me, nigga. um, what was it? I like the next morning I brushed my teeth, and apparently like I fucked up the toothpaste, and then she goes and yells at Ty, and Ty was Ty was like, "That is not me, damn it." And like he just got so
Yeah.
upset, and I was like, "Why you lying though?"
Yeah, he just like left me hanging there.
Yo, I am the most fucked up person.
That's
Like,
so grimy.
but
Yeah.
alrighty, let's go on to the next topic. You
Nah,
can go.
I kind of want to talk about this because, still my innocence. When have I got caught smoking? Have I ever got caught smoking?
Uh,
No, no, we usually pretty slick. Oh, actually, I'll tell you the time when my mom first
yeah,
caught
never
me
mind.
smoking
I
weed.
thought of a few stories that we could talk about for you, but never mind. In case someone watches this, cause yeah. Alrighty, go ahead. Tell
No,
your.
I'll tell you guys the first time my mom caught me smoking weed. Like, I was over at my girlfriend's house, and like my mom texted me, and she's like, "You can't go to Will's." And I was like, "Why?" She was like, "You're in trouble." And I was like, as soon as she said that, I
Homie's
instantly was
asshole
like,
clenched so tight, not even a fart
I was
could
like,
get
oh,
released.
my heart dropped to my chest. I was like, oh, I know what it is. And she was like, I was like, what'd I do? She was like, I think you know. I was like, no, I don't.
That's always the worst too. When like you know what you're in trouble for.
Yes, I was so like, oh, I got in the car. And I thought this was funny because, in my opinion, it's just weed, okay?
Yeah, same. I don't. Like, I don't care if people smoke pot. I don't personally, but I have no problem if anyone else does.
So I was like, dang, my whole computer chair just broke on the low. Uh, I was snickering. I was like, just, and then I had to put on the waterworks. I was like, don't tell my dad.
Homie was crying. He busted
Bro,
out in
he
tears.
literally took me all the way over to my friend's Will's house, made me go to his window, get him out of his house, and take us around driving so she could talk to us. Oh, yeah, long story
Yo,
short, I haven't smoked since.
yo, wait, what, nigga? You can't just skip over those vital ass details like that. What happened when you walked up to Will's house and you tried to play his ass? Like he didn't see
No,
tears
I
coming down
knocked
your
right,
face?
no, I knocked right on the window. Because I messaged Will right away. I was like, bro, my mom knows. And I knocked on his window. I was like, bro, can you come out and talk to my mom for me so she don't tell my dad? He was like, yeah, man. He was like, yeah, yeah. He came, he came out and my mom was like, so, what have you guys been doing? And I was like, bro, she knows. Don't even try to lie to her. Uh, it was
Yo,
awful.
yo, that shit is funny.
I cried, and she ended up. I wasn't allowed to hang out with Will for like a month after that.
That's funny that you put on what works though.
Hell yeah, I put on the waterworks super quick. I was not trying to get you out of that.
But doesn't but doesn't your dad know now anyway?
No, he still doesn't know.
Homie,
Like everybody in my family knows besides me.
you talk loud as fuck. There's no way your dad doesn't know now.
That nigga's sleeping.
Alrighty,
Well,
man.
if he didn't know before, he knows now.
Yeah,
All I hear is him
it's on.
busting, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then start hitting you with the belt, and you're like, "No, daddy, please."
It's on my mom now.
Oh shit. What I'm trying to think of other stories I have. I
What are
don't
some
know.
other stories that you have on me?
I don't know. Um, since we're talking about pot, I guess I'll talk about my story of why I quit smoking pot. Would that be a good one?
Sure, man.
Alrighty. So, I used to smoke a lot, like a lot of pot back in seventh and mostly seventh grade when I met a group of friends that, they weren't particularly good people, I'd say. Like, now we're not really friends because pretty much I stopped smoking and they just quit being friends with me for it. So, they were fake. But, yeah, what pretty much happened is we got sold, well, it was the first time I've ever bought something, and I bought it, and it ended up being that fake shit, and it sent me to the hospital. Like, we were in my backyard, we smoked it, it was in a blunt. We smoked like I think a quarter of it, and we were like, oh,
Right.
we'll save some for my friend A. You know, I'll just call him A for right now. But so we saved it, put it away. We started walking. Next thing you know, I just got hit like a train. Like I'm talking like it was so weird. Like my mouth instantly went dry and like it felt like my throat was closing up type shit. And like I just started freaking out, like I went into like pretty much an asthma attack and then it went into a panic attack. So I started freaking out and then like I went home and like dead out like I thought I was dying type shit. Like I remember crying and all that. Like homie was scared, because it was like it was such a weird feeling, like different feeling, like and my I remember my sister was just like, go back upstairs. She's like, you're clearly high, And then like I remember my mom came home and I told her that like I needed to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital. God, it was so awkward because my stepdad took me and we went home and I guess they took a blood test or something and like they asked me if I was on like if I smoked anything or anything like that and I told them no. And the next day, I was on the computer, just all chill. And my stepdad comes up and drops a drug test right in front of me, and he's like, "They want you to pee in that."
And he never took it. He never took it.
I never took that bitch, bro. I drank like a whole case of water within a day, like that ass. Like my piss was supremely clear. Like I'm talking like my shit was clear for like a week, yeah. And yeah, I never took it though. I was like, nope, 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 nope. I think I threw it
Dude.
away, actually. I think that's why I never took it. But yeah, I remember telling my friends, and they were all like, yo, you're fucked, you're fucked. And we were just all freaking out and scared and shit. But now I look back on it, and I told my dad this story, by the way, of what happened to me in Rhode Island. And I told my Aunt Lisa and all them. I don't know, I don't think I've seen such horrified faces on like older white people in my life.
They're like little innocent Niall.
Right. But yeah, so that's pretty much my story. Huh. I probably could have made it a lot longer, but that's pretty much the gist of it. I got fucked up by
Yeah,
some K2.
I never smoked the fake stuff.
Oh, don't.
Yeah,
It will fuck you up.
I know
I've
somebody
never
that
I've never
does
gotten
that
fucked over.
does
That.
smoke it, and they get like really slow.
Yeah. They get like stupidly high. Like it's damn near like crack, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that ass like they get stupidly high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish Oh no, I just wish I wouldn't have got played like that. Like damn, yeah, you could have at least told me.
Right?
But
They
apparently
weren't
like
freaking out so hard.
right, but apparently homie like wanted a drug deal. Like if they would have told me it was fake, I wouldn't have bought it. I would have been like, I'm
Right.
good. Cause I was smoking, like Kush and shit. Like for being in seventh grade, like we got really good weed. Like we used to smoke a lot of lemon Kush.
Will used to sell it.
Yeah. See, I never tried that. Like I never cared enough, type deal. Like I would have it, and if someone wanted it, it would just be more of like, sure, I'll give you some as long as you have my back the next time. Because I was young, like, no one really needed any money. We got all of our kush for free.
I got a pretty funny story. When I was younger, like my aunt did like she was like she had back problems, so she was like she took pain pills and it would string her out, and like she had dropped her cigarettes, and my cousin was like, "Come in here and help me," because like they're all over, and homie was like, "Slide these into your pocket while we're under the bed, like gathering all of our cigarettes." And I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Slide them in your pocket. She won't check you." And so I slid them in my pocket, and she was like, "Aaron, come here. Let me empty your pockets." She was like, "Do you have a coin?" I was like, "Nah, I don't have any." She was like, "Okay." Anyways, long story short, like my cousin literally, that was the first time I think I smoked a cigarette. And like we went out on the back porch and smoked it. And he was like, "Bro, inhale." Cause like I wasn't inhaling, I was like, I don't know that. I don't know what just brought that up, but
Just breathing in and out.
yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, I'm so glad cigarettes, like, ugh, God, they're so gross. Like, they really are.
Cigarettes are disgusting.
Yeah, like, I don't know, I'm just so glad that I stay away from them. But, yeah, the story that we first told about us getting caught, that was like 3, 4 months ago, wasn't it, Ty? That was a long time ago. Not a long, long
That's
time.
funny though.
Yeah, that's probably one of the, I'll probably be telling that story at like Tyler's graduation or Tyler's wedding. Like dead ass. Like that will be my story. Or like if Aunt Shannon ever has anything special, like we need to talk about that and like just reenact that shit on stage. Because that will be the funniest
So
thing
like,
ever.
did you sneak out into the darkness when your aunt opened the door, or were you just standing next to him?
No,
No, we were standing in the garage with the fucking light on, standing in the middle of the garage.
we weren't standing in the middle. We were standing near the back door, okay? Like, there's the door to the house.
We might as well have been standing in the fucking middle of the garage.
That's nowhere near the. All right, but there's the washer and dryer next to the door that leads into the house, and then there's a little shelf that blocks it. And I was on the other end of the shelf in like a dark corner where I shouldn't have even came out. I should have just let that nigga Tyler get in so
Yo,
much
what's wrong?
trouble. and then she would have turned off the lights, and then I would have slept in the
You snuck
garage.
out the bed.
She would have been like, "Where's Niall?" And then he's like, "He's already in bed." But no, Tyler would have been like, "No, that nigga's in the garage
That fool's in
right
the
now."
garage in the corner.
He's like, he's playing like a bitch, Shannon. Oh fuck, Tyler, do you have any stories before we move on to something else?
I don't think so, man.
See, it kind of sucks because we should have had you think of some things real quick too before we just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, like, I got, I mean, like a couple weeks ago, my mom found out that I was found my bowl and everything in my.
What?
I
Your
got
mic keeps cutting out, man. You need to talk more closer. Like your voice activation isn't catching it all the way.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
So what I was saying, like a couple weeks ago, my mom found out that I was smoking weed, and because she found my bowl in my room, uh, like about a month later, I had a bag of weed that I bought, and it was missing. You know, and I couldn't say anything about it because nobody in the house. Like I
Who
couldn't.
took my weed?
Yeah, I can't just go out in the living room and say that shit because, like, I mean, like, why do you have weed? You know, like I can't just go out and say that shit. So, so
You
like
know
2 months
damn well
later,
what happened to it too.
yeah, we all know what happened.
And Shannon
Anyway,
straight jacked that shit.
um, yeah, but she finds my bowl that's like half packed, and I get it back. Like my mom picks me up from school one day, and like we're talking about it. She's not mad about it or anything. She told me that she would rather have me smoke weed than cigarettes.
I
But
wish my mom said some shit like that to me. Nah, she freaked the fuck out on me, made me feel like a horrible person. Like I was a fucking criminal.
God damn, I'm coughing so hard. My throat's so dry, like
I
I'm
don't know.
thirsty as shit. I'm
But
all
then
just laughing.
I just thought it was cool though, because everybody like was like making a joke out of it about how I smoke weed and everything. Like everybody was like cool with it or
I'd be
whatever.
like, yeah, I fucking smoke weed.
Yeah, that's the weird thing with our family though, Quentin. They honestly, like, everyone in my family has at least smoked pot. Like, my dad doesn't care. But the thing with my dad is that, like, he cares, but he's kind of just like, wait till it's legal. He's like, then you can do it all you want. He's like, just
Yeah,
wait.
honestly, this is gonna be legal in a couple, like a
Yeah, I know.
year or two.
Pretty much my dad's thing on it was, don't fuck up now and fuck over yourself and have a drug, well, possession charge or anything, because that shit stays with you for life. Try to wait. But I mean, then again, I'm underage, so it would just disappear. But it'd still just be like, you know, it'd be some. It would pretty much be contact with police that I don't need in my life.
Oh, I could tell you a story about me and Will and police.
But I think I know it, but tell it because that shit was weird. Like that they did that.
Okay, so alright, so me and my friend are at so like he's working with his boss and he stays at his boss's house. And so we're there and his boss's girlfriend leaves. We're only one there, so we go we decide to like leave and the house had just got broken into like a week before. So like we left and we locked the door not thinking we didn't have a key and we went up to the gas station and like we came back, the door was locked. So he has to crawl through the basement window. And as I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, watch one of these neighbors call the cops on us. And we get in, he unlocks the door for me. We go in, we make something to eat. And like 15 minutes go by, and we're just chilling watching the Ronda Rousey weigh in. And all of a sudden, we hear, Mishawaka police. And like I look at him, and he hops up and walks to the back. And like I get up, and I walk around the corner, and this cop's got his fucking assault rifle pointed through the window, and is just like pointing at me. I was just like, "Whoa!" Put my hands up, yo. Damn near shit myself. Butthole puckered so hard. I was so scared.
I would have
And
been
then
scared as fuck too.
Yes. So they come in, they're asking us questions, what we're doing there. They are not believing us. They're like, they can't get a hold of anybody that owns the house. We couldn't get a hold of his boss or his girlfriend, the boss's girlfriend, and we couldn't get a hold of Will's mom. And like her, we finally do, and Will's mom goes, "I have no association with that house." I was like, what? I was like, oh, we about to go to jail. They took my ID and everything, and then we finally got a hold, and the cops are like, yeah, 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 and they're like, can we get any mail? Oh, long story, oh, I thought I was gonna go to jail that day. That was like the start of like me getting stopped by people. Will.
By the way, you need to talk closer to your mouth also for the activation. I've been noticing it keeps cutting out with both of you. But it's kind of asked because I know why it does it for you, Quentin, because it's either we will hear an echo of me or you will just skip out sometimes, so it's kind of shitty, but
Sorry. Yeah. But all right. So what's our next subject?
I don't know, like it's kind of a weird transition that we have going on because
From
we're
like
just
personal story time to
about to get into some weird shit.
yeah.
Alrighty, I'm leaning up in my chair. Uh, you guys ever wonder the voice in your head, just think about it right now. Just the voice in your head, you know, how you talk to yourself. It can either be your own little voice, your parent, somebody, you're close to all your life, and it'll be their voice telling you, like whatever you're thinking of, all of that. And you ever try to change the volume of it? Like, does that not fuck with you a little bit that you can't do anything to that voice? It just always stays the same. Like, I read this one day on Twitter, I think it was, and it was a little Tumblr thing, and it really fucked with me because like the person went in so much detail about them trying to change that voice, and then they were like, "Oh, get this." He's like, "No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you want to, you can't change the volume of that voice." He's like, "It will be how it wants to be always." And I remember sitting in class at my computer trying my hardest. It looked like I was trying to be fucking Einstein. I was trying to think of the theory of relativity type shit. Like I damn near had a vein popping out of my head. Like I don't know. Like to my teachers, it probably looked like I was just trying to hold in like the biggest shit of my life. But to me, it was like everything for that quick 10 minutes. I was just like, no, no. I was like, change, damn it. But yeah, that's really weird to me. Like I don't know. Like I after I was done thinking about it too, it still fucked with me for like an hour or so. I just kept thinking about it like, wow, you really can't. Like that's some crazy ass shit.
Some
In
shit to think about when you're high.
right, like if I was stoned right then and there, I probably would have had like a fucking another panic attack. I would have started freaking the fuck out. I would have like, get out of here, man. But yeah, I don't know. That's really fucking weird to me.
I don't know. Have you ever thought like, what's gonna happen when you die?
Yeah, man, that's something I think about a lot. I think a
Yeah.
lot also about how you can die literally any minute. Like any minute you can have an aneurysm or whatever. You can just
Yeah.
stop like instantly, like
Like,
dead
how are
in your
you gonna know
tracks.
you're dead though? Cause like, is it like you're sleeping? Like, you don't. No one knows.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It's kind of something that fucks with you when you think
Biggest
about it.
question ever, dude.
Yeah, like when you think about it for a long time, like well not for a long time because I try not to think about it for a long time or else like I start to really get like weirded out, like creeped out, like holy shit. But I don't know. If I think about it shortly, then I'm always just like, wow, that's like it just stops. No one knows what happens. I don't know. It's weird. Like it sucks.
Yeah, I feel like you like turn into a different creature, you know.
Yeah, reincarnation. That's what I would like to believe also, but I don't know. Only time will tell.
So,
I just hope that I don't die early and that I get to see everything that I've ever wanted to see.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know us wanting to move to Europe thing, like I don't know. Like I'm okay with planes. It doesn't scare me, but it's just like being on a plane for like how I looked up how long it would take being on a plane for 12 hours. Like that's honestly kind of scary because anything can happen on a plane, you know. Like there was a suicide bomber, I die. If the plane gets shot down, like how a plane got shot down over Ukraine by Russian rebels or whatever, they shut down that Dutch airliner, thinking that it was a Ukrainian airship or whatever the fuck. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, I don't know, it'd be terrifying to get a plane hijacked or anything. Like I guess the most you can really do is try to fight them, which I would hope we would try to do that because if I'm on a plane with 300 people and there's only 4 people with guns, come on now. Like, what's the odds that we're going to be able to get them down? It's pretty damn high. He only has 13 rounds in his gun or so. Or if it's a submachine gun, he has 30 bullets. Like, the odds is you're going to get him on the ground. So I would say I'm either going to die by them slamming this airplane into the side of a building or whatever they're trying to do, or trying to hold us ransom and then they're just gonna blow us up or some shit. I would like to just try to take them down. I mean, fuck, that's the most you can really do.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about like like what you're gonna do if like a school shooter comes?
Oh my
Like
god, I replay that in my head
yes, like and
probably
you know
once
what's
a week.
crazy? I never think about it in any other class but one class.
Yeah, I don't. I used to think about it a lot when I went to an actual school, Mansfield Senior High. When I went to that school with over like 1,000 people or so, I used to think about that daily of what would we actually do. Because I remember I watched an ad on Facebook actually like the other day. It said fight back because it's like I don't
I
know
mean,
that.
like what you're gonna just sit there like you're a sitting duck, so you might as well do something.
Yeah, I know. That's what the guy literally said. He was like, instead of that guy kicking in the door and gunning all 20 students down, they like did a little simulation where like the kids they all huddled up in a corner. He just kicked in the door, gunned them all down, and then like went to the next classroom. And then they did one where the guy kicked in the door, and all you seen was like all these kids start throwing objects at him, like they started throwing pencils, scissors,
Exactly.
textbooks, all that. And like the guy like pretty much got like a hit in the head, and like the gun fell out of his hand and shit, and he only got to shoot one person. And it was just like that's a lot better. He was like, don't get me wrong, you don't want a casualty. He's like, but it's a lot better to have one person get hurt than to have all of you get hurt. And like that's kind of true. Like if somebody came into a classroom where I was with a gun, I would honestly just I would try to throw a fucking chair and like grab a pair of scissors and like when he's like holding on to his shit because he got fucking hit by a chair, like he's holding on to his head, just run up and like try to fucking stab him in the wrist with a pair of scissors or some shit. Like do some Splinter Cell type shit. Like
Yeah.
flip over the desk, grab his gun and like fucking unchamber the round and then like just stab him in the stomach.
Fucking crazy though. They actually have like a symbol.
Have a what? Your mic cut out, man.
Yeah, it's like crazy though because like now they'll have like assemblies for like people to come in and talk about that shit. Like
Yeah.
like they'll always be telling you to like grab a book and throw it
Yeah.
thing to
Yeah, see,
fire.
my school doesn't have assemblies. They're more like, someone rushes in this bitch with a gun, you better go fucking limp
Yeah.
and hop out that second story window. Hope all you do is
Better
break your
break your
fucking
ankle.
legs.
No, I honestly thought we were gonna get shot today.
Oh, uh, I'm trying to think if you told me that earlier today. I remember you saying
Yeah.
something yesterday about it, but
Yes. I was alright. So we were at a our construction house that we're building, and there's a whole bunch of kids, and there's this really weird kid, I guess, and like he was there, and he was showing off like his model girlfriend, and like how he Skypes models and stuff on Skype, and like these kids were just roasting him, and this dude was just roasting them back to back, and like this went on for like a good half hour, like while we're all eating, and like he literally just he like just freaked out of nowhere and like was just like, I can't do this, and started cussing and literally like stormed upstairs from the basement and like freaking out. And we're all sitting downstairs and we're just like watch him come back downstairs and shoot us all. And not even kidding, 10 minutes later, homie comes back downstairs, super quiet, hands in his pocket. Starts pulling out his hand. I literally jump up and get behind this dude named Jason behind this table saw, so scared. Like, and just like we all literally just stormed out. I literally just ran up the stairs as fast as we could and out of the house.
See, that's
It
the
was
moment like where you learn like true friends.
I was low-key so scared. I thought I was about to die. And then homie came out of the house and we're all putting our hands up. We're sorry. It was the funniest thing ever. But like after it all happened, I was like, damn, I feel bad because that's bullying. But holy shit, that was funny. I legit thought we were about to all die. He was about to mow us down.
Oh shit. Um, Something like that happened to me today, but instead it was a me. Like I wasn't like, don't get me wrong, like I don't ever get bullied by anyone. Like fuck out of here. But like I'm really quiet at school. Like I try to go there and just get my shit done because I want to graduate early, you know. So I go there. I don't talk to anybody. I sit on my phone, text you, text hi, text my friend Dakota and all them, you know, my homies, whatever you want to call them. But I was sitting at the lunch table talking to you actually, Quentin. Uh, Before my phone didn't want to fucking connect to the Wi-Fi. But like we have a secretary lady, and she came down. She was like, "Oh." They started talking about quiet people and all that. And she was like, "Yeah, you got to look out for the quiet ones," and like was just
Dang.
trying to like fuck with me, you know. And I was just like, "What?" Because I like to get my shit done. And she was like, "No." She's like, "Cause my husband's quiet like you, and I know what he can do." And then I was like, "So what you're saying is because I'm white and I'm quiet, I'm gonna shoot up the school?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Just remember, I'm your friend." And like everyone just started laughing, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And then she was
Dang, the
like,
teacher was making you.
"No, no." I was like, "What the fuck, Miss Cheatham?" And then she was like, "I'm just kidding." She's like, "It's okay." I was like, "Yeah, that's like." I was just like, "Wow, that's fucked up."
Definitely
Uh,
not okay.
yeah, that was really fucked up. Like I thought it was funny, but it was just like it came out of nowhere.
Homie was like, bitch, come here Monday. I swear to God, I'm gonna shoot you.
um, yeah, though, I have a story from last year. We used to like there was this one kid named Travis and this other kid named Dakota. And this kid named Dakota, he used to lie a lot. You know, like he would like, "Oh, my uncle owns a tank and all that," like just lie huge and say that he owned like a $500 he I don't know. He said that he owned like a 5,000. It was either 500 or $5,000 bike, and it was solid gold type shit. And like I don't know. I hate people that try to one up constantly or lie. You know, like it's
Yeah.
not cool. No one thinks you're cool by it, and that's all he did. And then there was this other kid named Travis. He was fucking ugly, bro. Like I'm talking like greasy ass hair, greasy ass face, just zits all over, you know. But he was a cool kid for the most part. So I talked to him a little bit here and there, you know. Me and him were into that same stuff like YouTube, gaming, all that. So of course me and him talked about some things, and he dated this one girl and got her pregnant. Like this was the biggest whore. Like apparently like at like 13 years old, she like sucked off like 10 dudes like type
Alright.
shit.
Oh,
Like
shit.
I'm serious, yeah. Like there was
Super
some
cool.
stories behind her. And they have a kid and they just start talking shit to one another and they fight. And tell me why the kid that lied a lot, he was really in the anime. He squared up like Naruto. And the other kid, Travis, he squared up like he knew how to box or whatever. And they try to hit each other. And the Dakota kid, like he ran at him like in a fucking literally anime stance and tried to like pretty much elbow him while Travis he tried to like pretty much knee him, but the knee came nowhere close. Like they didn't even hit each other, and like it went on for a second, and then they just started shoving each other, and everyone was just laughing. And then from that day on, we called him Street Fighter Travis, and Dakota we called him something else, but we called him a weeaboo or whatever the fuck that term's called. That you call weird anime people
Oh, I don't
that
know.
act like they're an anime like person. But this kid, he liked to wear trench coats and all that. But one day, we bullied him like really bad. Like I'm not even gonna lie, I was a part of it because that kid like he loved to talk shit. So he kind of deserved it. Not to mention he talked shit about my cousin and my buddy. But one day, my buddy confronts him and like punches him in the face and was like, you want to keep talking shit about me? He's like, you fucking weirdo. And the kid just got up, got on his skateboard, and looked him in the eyes, like literally just gave him a death glare. And then he said, I want blood, and like just looked at us and said, I'll be coming back for blood. And tell me why the next day, this kid, we come in really late, like almost every day last year and a little bit this year, but we come in at 10:30, and tell me why we walk in the first room. He comes in after us. He has a trench coat on and a fucking backpack. You know what we did? We just got there, by the way. It was literally, we signed in the school and we signed the fuck out and left. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, we left. Like, I was just sitting there and it was me, my cousin, my friend, Dakota, which, by the way, don't get them mixed up. Dakota W, which Ty has met. He's my nigga, And then we have my other nigga, Puckett. And we're all sitting there. We see him walk in. We literally all stood up. Like, we all stood up, like, simultaneously. Looked at each other, started laughing. And then it went to a thing of Dakota was like, yeah, you know what's really fucked up is that yesterday he said he wanted blood. And then we were all sat there and we were like, oh, shit, he did. And we all just literally took off to that car and drove the fuck off, and we did not go back the next day. No, we didn't want to. We were like, we're not going in that bitch with that kid wearing a fucking trench coat and a backpack. And it was weird because we seen him wear the trench coat before, but he never brought it in a backpack. So that day we were like, yeah, that is two things that don't go together. Long ass coats that can hide a fucking double barrel in a fucking backpack that can hold a bomb or whatever else. Fucking enough ammo to kill like a fucking U.S. Army squadron type shit. Like I don't know, we just thought that kid was gonna turn into like the fucking movie Punisher real quick, and he's about to slide out like a sawed off and just blow one of our chest cavities out. Damn near make a perfect circle in there. But
That's funny.
yeah, like I don't know. I feel bad because I don't know. I never been bullied. Like, of course, I've gotten teased like all other kids. Like, if you
Oh
fuck
yeah.
up at something, everyone gets teased. But I've never gotten bullied. I actually used to like make fun of a bunch of kids when I was in like really elementary school. Like everyone in the class used to bully him. Like it was a damn roast session in like
Yeah,
fifth grade.
that's literally the only thing that happens,
Yeah.
like roast. Roast.
But yeah, I remember one time I dated this girl and this other kid was like really big and I don't know, like I just want to say like the kid was really big and like greasy pretty much and he loved this girl that I dated. And I remember one time I feel bad about it. Like I feel bad about it to this day, but I literally messaged him and told him like haha, like I have your girl pretty much and I felt like an asshole. Well, actually, not at the time, but like I read the message not too long ago, like a few years ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I tried to find him on Facebook again and add him back and tell him I'm sorry because I actually really did feel bad. Like I read it back and like I don't know, I just said some horrible shit to him, so I literally tried to find him and apologize, and that nigga is nowhere to be found. I
Oh,
feel
probably killed himself, you an asshole.
I'm not gonna lie, I think like a week after I said that shit, I moved schools, so I don't know whatever happened to him. But yeah. But anyway, don't bully kids. It's not nice. We're hitting 45 minutes, by the way, and I still have two more topics to talk about. I think you still have a few. So you want to keep it going, or would you like to end the episode here?
So yeah,
Um, I have lucid dreaming and sleep paralysis. We can talk about either of those. It's up to you. What would you like to talk about?
or you can just tell us about your week and down that for the.
Hold on, can you talk more clear, Nika? Because you're not.
My bad. I said we could just talk about each other's week.
Oh,
And
there goes.
Yeah, you cut out again. God, you
I
two need to just turn up your mics.
said we can talk about each other's week and just end.
Alrighty, that's fine. Who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
For it.
Alrighty, so my week was pretty good, you know. Did all that shit pretty much, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, it was all that simple shit. I was trying to get a credit, my shit was glitched, got it fixed, got the credit. All good on that. I think it was yesterday, Thursday. Wait, was it Thursday? It might have been Wednesday. I don't know. One of our substitutes came back because she went to Texas to see her old best friend from college because she was really depressed and their family was scared that she was gonna kill herself. So they bought her a ticket to come out there for 2 weeks. So she went out there and I guess it was like the first time she smiled in months and like was the first time she left the house in months. And like the family was all thankful and all that and they went out and pretty much she made it sound like they got wasted. And like I don't know, it was pretty much just like the girl came there and she like started crying and all that and was so excited to see her and she got her to laugh and all that and I don't know, it was just like how she talked about it was just like she's glad she went down there because the family was like literally terrified that she was gonna take her own life, you know, because
Right.
because the substitute lady, she's like 50, you know, so that other lady's like 50. She has grandkids, she had like three daughters or whatever, a husband that she's been married to for the longest, and it was just like it would, you know, it was just like something that needed the like I don't know. I guess they tried to get her help and it just didn't work. Like I don't know what happened. It was just I guess a midlife crisis type of thing. But yeah, and then there's this one kid named Cameron there, which this is a kid that won like this is the kid I talk about all the time to you, like that one ups everybody and that my teacher roasts. Like my teacher will just like if that kid constantly one ups, my teacher will just come over and be like, yeah, well my dad's Superman beat that and just like always calls him out and he's like, why do you constantly one up people? He's like, no one thinks you're cool and all that and like just roast the shit out of him. But yeah, you know, he slept all day. Like I came there really early, like when school started, and he just slept all day and it was like 11 o'clock or so. And the lady was like, you know, why are you sleeping all day? And I can't like I don't know. Like I'm not a big person to stand up for other people. Like if you're like if someone's yelling at you or you're in a fight with somebody, that's none of my fucking business unless like
Right.
your family or like you're a really close friend. Like it's none of my business. But like yo, I literally oh my god, dude, I don't think I've ever wanted to fight somebody so bad in my life. Like and that kid has to sit in another room because some other kid took his bitch and they're trying to fight or whatever, even though they're not. They just talk shit about each other nonstop. And literally, he's in a room and it's just me and him, and like he just says that shit, and I just literally like that lady left the room. I just wanted to like just literally say Cameron, have him turn over, and then just like just hit him with the fucking keyboard or something, and then just be like, bro, don't ever disrespect an old lady like that, or like a woman in general. But he was just like pretty much shut the fuck up. Like I haven't slept all day, and she was like, yeah, you have, and he was just like you know just being disrespectful as fuck. And then she was like, go to the office, and he's like, you go to the office, bitch. Like
I'm a
oh
savage.
yeah, like dude, that like this kid works at McDonald's. Like he's not a savage. Don't no. Kid works at McDonald's, has the slimiest face, and smells like fucking damn near like rotten ball sack. Like that's what I'm gonna stop at. It was fucking annoying. Like I can't stand people. But alrighty.
Oh, my week was not even close to being filled.
You're you're not talking loud enough again.
Well, my week wasn't nowhere near as drama filled as yours. It was pretty much a basic week. Literally didn't do anything besides come home and play CS:GO.
What are you talking about? You said homie you thought homie was gonna kill you. Like that is
I
way
mean,
more drama
yeah, but
filled
I
than
already
mine.
talked about that.
Oh, I'm just
So,
saying, yeah, that's a lot more drama filled than mine. It was just some dusty ass kid being savage. You had a kid fucking go upstairs, come back downstairs with a nail gun about to take all your lives with staples.
damn near was. If you think about it. Oh, that's about it for me, guys.
Go ahead, Ty.
I don't know. I don't. My week, basically me waiting on my fucking computer to get to my house. Uh, I ordered a computer like a month ago, and it fucking took forever to get here. And like today, I came home and like fucking stared out the window waiting for the fucking UPS truck to get here. Fucking UPS dude carries it into my house and fucking drops it on its fucking side.
Oh, I'd have killed him.
But I mean, it works pretty good. Talking to everybody on it right now. I don't know. I like it.
That's
I
good.
don't. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have it.
Yeah, because you're getting
Yeah.
that shit taken away.
Yeah.
We
We'll
need
see
to
about
record these earlier when we're not all tired because
Yeah,
we
super
all,
tired. We're all
yeah,
quiet and just like, ugh.
yeah, like we're like, God damn it, end this already. But yeah, next time we'll record this way earlier. Tyler will probably be a regular, to be honest with you, since now he has his fucking computer. But you have
So yeah,
anything
guys.
else? No.
I think that's about it for us. You have the Geekonox podcast, as always. Yeah, forgot the outro. We
Like
didn't even have one.
always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Steal that fucking outro.
Peace.